All right, what is up, you guys? It is Rip It Riley here. A little bit of a different video today. We're going to be installing this M4 exhaust here. So to start out with, we got to take the old one off. This is cold, so the bike has been sitting. And first we got to take off this bolt here. And if you come under here, we loosen this up. This is the clamp for the muffler itself. So the muffler will slide out, and then we're also gonna have to take off this resonator. Now, a lot of people will recommend getting a stand to lift up the back tire, and you can pull the resonator out and it'll roll off the back tire to come out. I don't have a stand, so I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a trick to hopefully get around that in this video. All right, so starting out, this bolt here and the one underneath that I showed you a second ago, both of those two bolts are actually going to be 10mm bolts. So we got our 10mm socket on your little wrench here. For this one, you're probably going to need an extension, which I have one of those as well. And under there, it should be pretty easy to access, so you shouldn't need an extension. And we'll go ahead and remove those, and then I'll show you what it looks like after that. Now, just a little plus on this back one here, it has a nut on the back side, so you're also going to need like a 10mm wrench, or even maybe a pair of channel lock pliers to hold that in place if you don't have two sets of wrenches. And that'll hold it to where you can actually loosen up this bolt here. Also, just to clarify, taking a look here, this is a 13mm, and that's the size of the back bolt there. You can see it's turning and it's snug. So that's a 13mm, and this is a 10. All right, now after you take this bolt here, you can kind of see that it just kind of sags down a little bit. It's being held in place by the bolt that's down there with the clamp. And you're not going to need this bolt or even use this mounting point, because inside the M4 packaging, you get a bracket. And I'm going to show you guys in a second, after I get this exhaust off, how to set that bracket up. And that's what the M4 exhaust will mount to. So you can even pull out this bushing here if you wanted to. Personally, I don't think I will. I'm probably going to leave it there, but if you do ever want to put the stock exhaust back on, it's good to save this bolt. You could also just run it back through there and tighten it up and have it there if you want to, so that way if you do go to sell the bike, you can put the stock exhaust back on there. All right, so taking a look here underneath the bike, this is our tire here. This right here is the resonator, this whole unit right here. Now, right here is the clamp to the muffler. So as we loosen this, you probably want to have a hand on the exhaust itself, so that way it doesn't just come falling down. All right. Now, as well as that, the exhaust will also have a servo motor with wires that come through right here. I've already removed my servo and I have the servo buddy already installed, but the servo motor, you have to pull off this shield here and you'll be able to see where it connects. You can kind of turn the little valve that's in there, unhook the pins, and you could leave them dangling if you want that, or you can pick up a servo buddy and you'll have to pull out the wires through here, take off the seat and whatnot, and you can pull out the servo motor, which I can show you guys real quick to show you what it looks like. So this goofy little thing here, this is the servo motor. This is what controls the valve or the servo inside of the stock exhaust. And these wires here will typically run from back here underneath the passenger seat, down through here, around to the front, and then out through here. And they go down to the little servo that's underneath there. And it turns that valve and it opens and closes the exhaust valve. So you can pull that off and install a servo buddy, or you could leave it plugged in and have the wires just dangling down there until you get a servo buddy. All right, so now that we got the muffler off here, I can show you the servo that I was talking about. This is the little servo valve, and if you take a look inside the exhaust, you can see that little valve down there. See if I can get the light on it. And that is what the servo motor, those wires will connect to. They have little pins that go inside these holes here, on this side up here, and on this side up here. And you can rotate this as a little spring, so you might want to put some gloves on to be able to really wrench on it and be able to turn it to where you can loosen that up. And then on the end of the little servo wires, holding them in place are these little small bolts here, and you just loosen those up, and then you can pull these out of the little placeholder tab that's on there, which is right here, that little tab. You loosen up that bolt on this end, and then you can pull it over, and it'll be easier to get those little pins out once it's from behind this little lock-in plate. All right, so now we're gonna take off the resonator, and I'm gonna try to show you guys that little trick to be able to get the resonator off without any issues. Now this is all shielding here that's connected to the resonator, and our clamp is right here. All right, this is where we're gonna have to loosen up that bolt to be able to slide the resonator out. Now we have to undo this bolt here with the fairing, and right here behind that, on top of this up here, is that bolt. So loosening this up and pulling this off for the time being will allow us to kind of move this panel back and out of the way, so that way we can loosen this up real quick. All right, so this was a little fairing screw. Make sure you keep these washers on there. And we just pulled that out of right here. And then I ran the wrench through where you can see the oil, little oil glass here. This cutout is for that. You can run the wrench through that and straight to the top of the resonator right there. And then you can go ahead and loosen that up. Now here, if you pull back this fairing, right behind this fairing as well, there's a little hex bolt with a little bracket here. You can unbolt right here. If you have an extension, you should be able to slide right back in there. And that's a hex key. That, or you could unbolt it right here. This is a little bit more accessible. And then once you get the resonator off, you could unbolt it right here as well if you don't have an extension to reach all the way down in there. This one right here bolts into the resonator. You could do either or. I have an extension, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. All right, now once you get that unbolted, like I said, the resonator should just slide back out. And if you rest it all the way against the tire, pull it back and kind of rest it against the tire right there without wedging it into where it is, I'll show you the trick. Basically what I'm gonna do is put the bike in neutral, and then I'm gonna put the passenger pegs down, or actually not the pegs down, but I'm gonna pick it up by these passenger pegs here, and the resonator should just fall down because the tire will be free to spin whenever the bike's in neutral. All right, so we did that. I did end up having to put the key in and straighten out the wheel, but basically all I did was put the bike in neutral, I put the key in, straightened out the wheel, and then I picked up on the back of the bike, and as soon as I did that, it would allow the tire to roll while it was in neutral because all the weight of the resonator was on it, and then it just fell down. Now, it didn't scratch up the resonator or anything like that. Maybe a little bit of a scuff on the bottom there. So if you are trying to resell this or anything like that, it won't do too much damage to it or anything. But that's the resonator off, and that's where we need to get to mount the M4 exhaust. So first we're gonna have to install the bracket, which requires us to take out these bolts here, and then M4 supplies some bolts inside the box that are a little bit longer because the bracket mounts on the back side of, back in here, right in here. And on the back sides, the bolts will come through just a little bit longer. So that way you can put that bracket on there and then put a nut on there and then secure these up tight. And then we'll be able to mount up the M4 exhaust with a clamp down here. And with that extra bracket that they have in there, it'll have a mounting point right about around here that we'll be able to mount the exhaust to. And then we'll be all set. All right, so this is the mounting equipment that M4 gives you. This is the bracket that I was telling you about that goes right up in here. And then it has that little mounting point right here for the exhaust. You have the longer bolts that are gonna replace the bolts that go inside the foot peg area. And then you have some nuts that are gonna go on the back of that. And then you get an extra nut here for mounting the M4 exhaust to this little mounting plate there. And then you have the exhaust itself. All right, so what we're gonna start with is taking out those bolts, putting these ones right here in, the longer ones, and getting this fitted up on the back side of the foot peg right here. Now when doing this, what you can do is take one bolt out, put one of the longer ones in right here, and then take the other bolt out and then put the other long one in. So that way it still holds in place and you don't have to worry about it falling down or anything like that. Just a little trick. All right, now what I'm gonna do is as I'm putting in this top bolt, I'm gonna go ahead and fit up the bracket, and then I'm gonna try, because there's not a lot of room up here on the top area to get this bolt there. So what I'm gonna do is try to fit this up, get this where we want it up in here. And once we get it right about where we want it to be, and it's fitted up, I'm gonna try to grab a wrench. That'll stay right there for a second. I'm gonna grab a wrench and put the nut inside the wrench and try to slide this up so that way as I tighten this, it starts to pre-thread this. All right, I'm not gonna be able to do this while showing you guys, but this is a 12mm wrench, and this is basically what I'm using to get this bolt right back in here while also tightening this from this end. And it may take a couple tries, but eventually the goal is to get this bolt to thread on the back side of that. All right, now once those two bolts are on the back there, you can just go ahead and use the wrench here and then snug them up on the back side. So that way this bracket holds a little bit more sturdy in place. And then you can tighten down on this end, so that way the foot peg is completely in place as well. All right, now that the bracket is all snugged up, we already have an exhaust clamp here on this exhaust. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the M4 exhaust unpackaged, slide it in, and then go ahead and mount up the bracket right here just to kind of hold it in place. And then all we have to do is just tighten up this clamp right here, put the bolt that holds that fender panel back into place, or holds that back in place, and then we'll be all good and we'll be all set. As well as that, we will have to see about putting that bolt back in there. All right, just to show you here, we got the exhaust kind of mocked up down into where the resonator was and lined up with the mounting plate. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw the mounting plate in there, the mounting plate bolt in there, and then we're gonna start tightening up the exhaust clamp that's down there. All right, now that we got that bolt set in place, the exhaust will stay where it's at. Leave it a little bit loose so that way it can move around a little bit whenever you go to tighten down this clamp that's down here, and then we'll go to the next couple steps. All right, now we got that clamp down there all tightened up, and to check the gap to make sure that it's completely tightened up, we can take a flashlight. A little bit too bright there. We can take a flashlight and shine it in that gap, and you can see there's no gap between the exhaust, the M4 exhaust, and the catalytic converter, which is right there. So there's no gap between the two. That is as tightened as it could possibly be. Basically, to tighten that, I locked my legs in like that behind the wheel and wrenched down on that nut with the ratchet. So again, there's no gap in there anymore. We went ahead and tightened up the mounting bolt right here. Now, before we fire this up and give it a sound test, you can also pull out the baffle by getting a set of pliers. And it's a special set of pliers that goes inside these pins right here. I can't remember the name of it. You pull this little ring lock out, and then the baffle just slides right out. I'm gonna be leaving the baffle in. And before we start it, since we've been touching the exhaust and putting our palm on it, you can see like fingerprints here and there. If we wipe those off before we start it, it'll make it to where they don't burn in. All those little fingerprints all around it and everything like that. So we're gonna do that. And then, like I said, I'm gonna leave my baffle in, but at this point, you guys, or before, whichever or whenever, you guys can pull that baffle out if you want it to be a little bit louder. And then we can start it up. All right, so this is gonna be with the baffle in, of course. And we'll just go ahead and Turn it on. We'll let it idle for a second. All right, and with that, you've successfully installed your M4 exhaust on your Zx6r. Or at least I have anyways. It's time for you to order yours and get it installed. And let me just tell you, the video does not do this justice whatsoever. This thing sounds extremely loud, even with the baffle in, and it sounds extremely good. But this is Rip It, you guys, signing out. A little bit of a different video, you know, a little bit of a how-to install video, but I hope you guys enjoy it and tune in for the next one.